Just because something is cheap doesn't automatically mean that it is bad. For example, you can find plenty of cheap knockoff tech on AliExpress, but you can also find a genuine Chinese brands over there that actually make good stuff. Enter the scene, AK6 Max made by QKZ company. Yeah, these are really cheap headphones that I got on a sale for just around 5 euros. So let's take a look at them. Well, you can see the packaging looks really nice. Yeah, you understand what it is, and you have a company logo on it, which is always a good sign when you're buying cheap tech. And if we open this up, we can see that this is a very polite packaging. No, thank you for these earphones. And we don't have earphones in there because I already been using them for a few weeks so that I can get my impression of them. But what else was there? Well, there was a cable and there were these rubber earpieces of different sizes and colors. A very basic stuff, but useful. But of course the main question is not about the packaging, but about these earphones. Are they any good? Well, they are. But first of all, let's talk about like the build quality. I really like this cable. It has a nice feeling to it. It's a bit rubberized, but nothing crazy. It doesn't stick together or anything. On this side we have like a standard jack. It's gold plated, and this piece right here, this is actually metal. Earpieces can be easily switched from the cable, which is always a nice touch. You can just buy another cable if something goes wrong with this one and use the same buds. And also there is this loop design, which is called like a sports design, that goes around your ears and helps not to lose your headphones when you're running. Initially I wasn't a fan of it, although after using it I'm okay with it. It's actually pretty comfortable and I don't feel it like when I'm using them, which is always a good sign. But how is the sound? Well, the sound is okay, just don't have too high of expectations. I am not going to pretend to be an expert when it comes to audio tech, but yeah, I can give you my genuine thoughts and impressions after using these. And I hear the high notes, I hear the mid tones, although they are not too pronounced, and depending on the song they sometimes might feel a little bit muddy. But the real deal with these is the bass. Well, they pack a lot of bass in them, therefore they make the whole listening experience quite fun. Of course, if I want to dedicate time just to listening to music, to sitting down and really enjoying what I'm hearing, I would be using larger headphones that go over my ears. But these have become my main go-to headphones when I'm on a go or I'm just actively moving around, because I actually enjoy the sound that they're making. And I'm actually quite surprised that they come so cheap, because I have used cheap headphones before. I have even used cheap branded headphones from brands like Samsung and Sony, but in my opinion these sound better. So to conclude, if you can find these cheap, I actually recommend having them, because they are so cheap you can just throw them in your bag and not to worry about like damaging them, because you can always switch out parts or get new ones for such a low price. And the sound quality is good enough. But that being said, I want to say a huge thank you for joining me today. If you liked this video and you find it somehow useful, please leave a like, drop comment, and maybe subscribe to my channel. Huge thank you one more time, and I hope to see you guys next time. Goodbye. Bye 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 bye. Goodbye, 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 goodbye.